So professional sport is quite a big business. There's a lot of money involved and there's a lot of pressure on the athletes to perform. A lot of these athletes, they live by quite a common motto: no pain, no gain. The fact is that athletes, they can train too hard and they can train too often. When you train, you get what's called muscle microtrauma. This is generally a beneficial thing. They need this damage or tear in their muscle to actually improve. When they rest and recover, the muscle repairs itself and it builds stronger. But the problem comes when you have these extended periods of quite intense training and you just compound the problem. So the inflammation builds up, the muscle microtrauma builds up, and you begin to reach this stage where your performance declines. Athletes are managed by a sports scientist, and sports scientists they're well aware of overtraining, but the problem is they haven't had any sort of cost-effective or simple way to measure it. But what we've developed at Inflametric is a really simple and cost-effective solution. We've developed a finger prick blood test, which is really easy to take, anyone can do it, and that's applied to essentially a paper card. And from that, we can tell an athlete whether their muscles are actually still damaged 24 or 48 hours after their intensive training.
So when we get the card into the lab, what we do is we extract the blood off the card into solution, and then we look at a particular protein. That protein is sensitive to inflammation. So if you've got a lot of inflammation, you're going to get a big change in the protein. If there's a big change in the protein, we can go back to the athlete and tell them they're at risk of overtraining, or they are overtraining and they need to take it a bit easier. The test that we're using has been around for a long time. It was invented almost 20 or 30 years ago, but I don't think anybody really realised just the potential of it. What we've done is we've converted it into a finger prick, and then once it's in the lab, we've improved the technology in the lab so that it will cost a lot less to run.
It's a really exciting time for us here at Inflametric because right now we're working with professional sporting teams to optimise our prototype, but we're looking for additional stakeholders to work with because we need to be working with athletes and teams in order to fine-tune this technology so we can release it to a wider audience.